Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lunch at the Loft, one of the best shows on WAOH television. And of course, our guest, Dayvion, graduate from the University of Akron. Go Zips.
Go Zip.
Congratulations on making it through college.
Thank
The
you.
best 6 years of your life, right? How long did it take you to get through?
Well, it took me 4, but it felt like 10.
Did it felt like 10
It
years?
felt like 10
It's
years.
a long way to go to get that associate's degree. All right. No, you have he's got a 4-year in media studies and communications.
Yes.
You did some ESPN radio. You ever heard of a program internship too?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I did. I worked with ESPN. I worked with Live Fair Athletics. I worked with a lot of different companies. It was really great.
A stint at WAOH television. Hey, listen, the best place to intern for college students around America. They literally come in from around the country to intern at WAOH. We have so much fun. But it's great that you're right here. You grew up in the Cleveland area.
Yeah.
Bedford High School. No.
Shaw High School. Go Car. Yes, go Cardinals.
Is there a rivalry? Did I just say that?
No, the rival with Shaw was Cleveland Heights. I don't know if it's still the rivalry, but
Because even like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago.
I know it's feeling weird, honestly.
You feel old?
Yeah.
You're out of high school.
I am feeling a little, especially since my little brother is about to be a senior. It's like, wow.
Oh. Well, very good. Well, we're glad that you're here helping us at WAOH. And with all the projects we do, it's great when you come in. And then, of course, I invited you to be on Lunch at the Loft. And you said, absolutely.
Of course.
So thank you for doing this. What are we making today?
So today we are going to make a sweet potato taco salad. Okay. So it's basically a healthier kind of spin on your own, favorite kind of taco salad, but it's healthy. So today we're going to be using sweet potatoes. And if you don't know about sweet potatoes is a great intake for your protein. And when I make my sweet potatoes, I basically like to leave the skin on. Some people like to cut it off, but I like to leave the skin on because it gives you that fiber that you need, okay? So for everyone that's wondering, I did prepare this, I pre-prepped a little bit, okay? So I already cut up the sweet potatoes because I don't want y'all to see me struggling like that, okay? The sweet potatoes.
We all do the show in an hour.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, there's a time constraint to television.
Exactly.
There's some magic that happens during the commercial breaks.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So that you did some prep.
Yes. So, boom. I didn't season it just yet, though, so I am going to let y'all watch me season it, okay? So, boom. First, we want to start off with a little onion powder. Had to open that.
That's how fresh it is.
That's how fresh it is, okay? We got brand.
We have a whole team of
onion
here at
powder.
WAOH. We have people that just go to the grocery store and prep things. We got a
team
that cleans the kitchen, the set change between shows. A shout out to all of the whole staff at WAOH television for making this possible.
Perfect. Okay. So we're going to do a little onion powder.
Just a little.
Yes.
Okay.
Then
I love it.
we're going to do some salt.
I love that it's healthy.
Yeah. I never had used this kind of salt before. I feel so fancy.
Oh, yeah. That's that might have been left from our previous guest. We'll have to check. And I didn't realize you were saying the sweet potatoes are healthy. Obviously the lean turkey, that's a good idea.
Yep.
I learn something new every time we do one of these.
Every day. I know. It's always perfect. And I started my health kick really about like a year ago, just starting to being really consistent. And I just started meal prepping. So for one, shout out to TikTok because that's where I get all my meal ideas. Okay. So this one I had made for the first time about like last week. And like I said, it's just great. And I love taco salad. Okay. So this is black peppers that we put in there. Of course, you got to put the salt and the black pepper right next with each other. Okay. Then we have some avocado oil. I'm sorry, vegetable oil for my people that just like to do the regular oil, but avocado oil is perfect for you, okay? It's healthier. It tastes good. Perfect, okay? So we're going to pour a little bit of that in there.
He's bringing it. He's bringing the health and an apology to the vegetable oil community. This is important to do. Make sure you don't offend anybody in this era.
You guys, this is actually, and I'm so happy that Dan called me to do this. This is actually my first time doing a cooking show.
Really?
Yes. This is my first time. When he told me about it, I was like, this is perfect. You know me, I do like to put a little bit more in there. And for my ones that's wondering, what is that sticking out of the air fryer? I like to put parchment paper in there, okay? It keeps all of the seasoning in there. It keeps all of the oils. And plus, it don't be so hard to clean after, So that'd be perfect.
So now after this experience, you'll be invited onto a professional show.
Well, this is a professional show, Dan. Don't do that to your. Oh wow, this is a professional show.
See, listen, I'm fishing for the compliments and I'm getting them. Thank you. Well, you know what it is? It's the overhead camera.
It's the overhead camera.
And our incredible guests. That's what makes it.
Again, that we have the overhead camera right here so you can see exactly.
Oh yeah. I get distracted by the monitor there. I love looking over to see how I can do this or I can just look at the overhead camera.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Dan, what I just put in here too is cinnamon, okay? So yes, cinnamon isn't the healthiest choice. I'm sorry. But it gives it that flavor. It gives it that taste. So, you still want your food to taste a little good. So I'm not going to do that to y'all, okay? We are making some good tasting healthy food, okay? So boom, after I did that, and yes, y'all, I did wash my hands.
He did wash his hands. I saw it. I'm the witness.
He saw it. So we're going to mix that up in there a little bit because you want to make sure all the potatoes get in there, okay? All right. So boom, we're going to cover that a little bit. So let me take up in there. And right here, we're going to put it right here in the air fryer. So I like to put it on 20 minutes just to give it, that little blend. Honestly, I like to do it just a little bit more, just a little 25, but don't put it all the way up to 400, y'all. Y'all is going to burn your sweet potatoes. You don't want to burn it, okay? So I will put it on about 360, 370. We're going to do it for 360 just for showcases because I don't want nobody to talk about I burnt the sweet potatoes, okay? So we're going to do it for 360.
Did this happen to you before where you burnt the sweet and you never heard the end of it? You sound traumatized.
Yes, I was traumatized a little bit. So, like I said, this is my first time doing a professional show, but I have been on TikTok before. And my first time making it, they was like, why are those sweet potatoes so black? And I was like, oh. But they still tasted good. They wasn't there to actually taste it. So I learned from my mistakes. I learned from my mistakes.
I learn something new every time we do one of these shows, and I love Lunch at the Loft. What a great idea. What a great show concept. Also the first time, we're live on WAOH television and live on TikTok at the same time. You brought it. I didn't even think of that.
Yes. You see, that's when great minds think alike.
We got this.
So, y'all,
dominate the media world here.
85% lean, 15% fat. Ground turkey, not ground beef, ground turkey. I know some of my people, they love to use, the ground beef and things like that. But y'all, like I said, we're trying to eat a little bit more healthier. So we got to go with the ground turkey. So boom. First thing we're going to do, me personally, I like to butter up the pan just a little bit more just because, if you butter it or if you got non-stick spray, that's perfect as well too. But if you do not have the spray, that's okay. So now we're going to butter up the pan a little bit. Going to butter that up.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And there's an overhead camera on the stove too.
Oh,
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, so if you do that, though, see, check out this monitor right here. Look at this. Look at that. You can see.
So everywhere.
You're everywhere.
Everywhere.
We got 10 cameras in here just for one show. I love it. And I got all the silverware right here. If you need the knife, you need anything, what do you need?
I do.
Look at all this.
This is just perfect. Let's get the spoon.
The spoon. Okay.
Yeah.
See this? We're watching a bro in action here. This is tons of fun. There it is.
As you can see right here, I like to just smooth it around as the pan is heating up. Okay. Perfect. So then right after that, we're going to go ahead and get the ground turkey.
Now, of course, I need to ask, because you talked a lot about how you would make this at home. You're the home cook. You've never worked in a restaurant. You like the bartending gig.
Yes.
I said, imagine, I got to see you in action at that, doing the slinging the drinks.
Yeah.
But I'll bet you're phenomenal. But you probably saved a lot of money through college by skipping all the eating out, and you make food at home. Or did you have a nice kitchen in college?
So, what's funny? I actually started doing the cooking after college.
Oh,
well, I would say about like after college into my senior year because I was staying in the dorms the whole time.
They don't want you cooking in the dorm.
They don't want you.
It's the fire department thing or something. They were you going to burn the building down.
Exactly. Yeah. Unless you had a little bit more money, you can go to the exchange apartments that they have. Now, the exchange apartments, that's a part of dorms. They have.
That's a plug for the exchange apartments.
Yeah.
They need to sponsor immediately.
Yeah.
Do you just plug them?
I just plugged you in. Okay. So if you do got it, go ahead and go with the exchange apartments. You're going to get the kitchen. You're going to get the bathroom, everything.
What if you make friends in the exchange apartments and then they invite you over to cook?
Now that I did have the experience of. But some college students, they don't really know how to cook, they don't. And honestly, I started getting into my health gig a little bit after college as well too, or like I said, my senior year. So when I did start learning how to take the time to actually cook, it saves you a lot of money. I'm telling you. So for all my college students that's, still in college and they still learning, or people that just want to start meal prepping and just to save some money, I'm telling you, buying those groceries is going to save you a lot more money throughout the week. You're going to feel better. You're going to taste better. Start cooking fresh. Start cooking fresh.
Speaking of start cooking fresh, that turkey's going in there. The overhead cam there. There it is. I love I keep talking about it. I love my overhead cam.
I love the overhead camera.
Some genius video engineering we have here to have overhead cameras.
Exactly. See, now if I need to go ahead and steal this so I can put it in my own apartment when I'm doing my cooking stuff so they can see.
Your home kitchen needs overhead camera.
My home kitchen needs overhead cameras.
That is phenomenal. We're going to take a quick commercial break while we are, meaning Dayvion doing all the cooking. I'm just talking. I get the takeoff and the landing. I just get us into this and get us out of it. We're going to take a quick commercial break and continue as we are run the name of the dish back again so we know what we're cooking.
Sweet potato taco salad.
Sweet potato taco salad. I need it on the cue card right there.
Dan, you going to help me come up with an actual name for it? Just a little personal name?
I get to come up with an actual personal name for it. Yes. I'm going to think about that during this commercial and come back with something genius right after this. Stay with us. That's awesome. Welcome back to Lunch at the Loft. We're having a really great time. Of course, our friend Dayvion is a graduate from the University of Akron, media professional, ready to take over the media business. And what would describe the dream job for us? What would just be the dream job? You're doing all kinds of stuff, the podcast and all of this stuff that you do in social media.
So I believe
what's the dream job?
Actually, what you said, my podcast. That's my dream. That's my dream job. If I'm able to just really, no, I'm not going to say it. When I am able,
that's the spirit of it.
When I am able to interview people, have basic, genuine conversation with everybody, learning about their life, talking to them, and just getting to know them, that is my dream job. I love to uncover all the truth, what people aspire to be, their goals, and just also helping people. So if you do tune into my podcast, you will learn more about that. Okay. So Space Podcast.
All that stuff from your time at ZTV, the sports interviews you did and all that, you're very good at doing the interview.
Yeah.
Now I'm discovering you're very good at just talking and cooking at the same time.
And this is my first time doing this.
Okay. This is my first time. Say they can't do the cooking and talking, that all my questions distract them.
So Dan, I'm not going to lie to you. I was very, very nervous, okay? I was very nervous, yes, because like I said, this is my first time being able to cook and talk at the same time. And not only I'm usually the interviewer, now I'm the interviewee.
That's right. You got to, I'll just throw it at you and keep it going. I have the easy job. I just do the takeoff and landing, get us started, get us into the segment. The person who's cooking does all the work here. And some people actually think I do this show just so that I can eat good food. Can you believe I got accused of coming up with a TV show where I could just stand here and talk and then I get a good meal? The nerve of people.
You know what? I think I might have to change my dream career, actually. I think because that's actually a good idea, right?
It is. It's a good idea. Well, and then we'll find out if it works. And what we need is viewers and ratings and sponsors. We need all of Akron to tune in. Of course, put WAOH on the Roku channel and do all that stuff. So I'm glad that you're sticking with the media business and you love it. And the University of Akron was a fun time, I know. And of course, this has to happen after you graduate, that we are having content and a show produced by ZTV. University of Akron students are producing a show just for WAOH television.
And I love that.
It's called the ZTV Hour. And there you go.
As a student that was in ZTV for really my whole 4 years, the director is Juan. But one, I just want to give a huge shout out to Juan because Juan was helping me a lot during my whole college media journey.
Oh, Juan is great. Yeah, he's running an incredible program. And everybody thinks about WZIP radio. Like the #1 college radio station in America. And then, ZTV is an outstanding program, but they don't get the same attention that WZIP does. But absolutely, Juan doing a great job running ZTV, and we're glad that they are a part of WAOA.
So Dan, did I ever tell you that I was a part of WZIP as well?
I remember.
BJ.
I remember. That kind of got you into the ESPN radio gig, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Chris was actually my internship teacher. So being able to talk
Chris
to him,
Kepler.
yes, Chris Kepler. He was actually my internship teacher, and I was able to report to him about everything. And Chris was definitely a big help as well during our college journey.
Oh, he has a tremendous amount of media and radio experience, and certainly doing a great job at the University of Akron.
Yeah,
no doubt about that. So you sort of have the sports angle. You like doing the sports. Would you ever be a sports reporter at a TV station? Like, let's say WAH had a television newscast, and we would need a sports reporter. I think I know who we might go to. It'd be you and Aaron Coleman and Corey Cook. And would be the sports team. That would be the dream team. And I shout out to Aaron Coleman and Corey Cook.
Yes.
We're going to have to get after this live broadcast is over, of course, get a recording of that and send it to Aaron Coleman and Corey Cook. Also, both University of Akron grads.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever met Corey.
I actually did meet Corey one time. One thing I have to say about UA graduates, especially ones that were in the ZTV or WZIP program, they always come back to speak to the students.
Oh, Corey Cook came in and spoke to the students, right?
Yes.
Of course, now he's working at Fox 8 in Cleveland, if I remember correctly. He's doing the TV gig there. I have the best job ever. I get to do this, host the show. He's doing all the work. I'm just yammering on about all of our friends in the media production business. And so it's a bit of a challenge because you got to do some food prep over here, but then you got to stir the turkey a little bit there and add what are you doing over there? You're just adding the seasoning to the turkey.
Yes. So what I just did over here for everybody to know. So for the ground turkey, I put some all-purpose seasoning in there. I brought some taco seasoning, put that in there. Because, of course, we're making a taco. We're making a taco salad, people. How are you not going to put taco seasoning with the taco salad, okay? But I also put some cumin seasoning. We did some garlic powder. We did paprika. We did chili powder. And the last but not least, we have to go ahead and do some onion powder, okay?
All right. This is great.
Yeah.
He's got it.
I'm so excited for you to try this, Dan. You got to tell them how I do.
I cannot wait. Should we have a cooking assistant? Could you imagine?
I know.
Having a cooking assistant.
A cooking assistant?
We'll have to work out the choreography of the show. You could have a cooking assistant that just turns the turkey as you prep all this. Is there a thing where that turkey needs to continue to simmer, but do you have to stir it a little bit, or is it good simmering on its own for a while?
I would say that it's good for simmering on its own. The whole basic part of the thing that you really want to make sure you do is that you get all the seasons in there, you stirring like that, and then once you get all the seasons in there and you do stir it enough, you get to let it simmer a little bit while you go ahead and start prepping your other things. So now that I land that simmer, we're going to go ahead and start with the black beans. Now, you do want to keep an eye because ground turkey, it cooks fast, okay? It cooks fast. It doesn't cook as fast as ground beef, but it does still cook fast. So you want to just still keep an eye on that, but we can go ahead and move over to putting the black beans in, okay?
Oh, look at this. Here we go.
Go ahead and put this in.
I hope our grocery shopping team did okay with what they got here.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out.
Yes.
All right. And
you want to get all of that in there, okay? You want to get some of the juices, everything, okay? Look, you see how that's stuck in the bottom of the pan right there?
You want to get that.
You don't
want to waste anything.
You don't want to waste that, especially because
I helped.
a lot of the juices, a lot of the juices is at the bottom of the pan, okay? So you want to make sure that you go ahead and get all of that right there, okay?
All
right, perfect. So, now, we can go
ahead and use that beautiful overhead cam. Look at that. Shows you everything.
Then the overhead cam is a beautiful, beautiful feature to this, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful feature to this. So, even while you just did that, you want to still go ahead, stir up your ground turkey. You want to make sure that it's simmered. So, the whole importance, too, is while it's stirring.
Yeah, look at that overhead cam.
is because you want to make sure that everything is getting cooked properly and evenly, okay?
Okay.
So
you have it set over there at low or medium. What's the you got it?
yes. So right here, we have it on, I would say this is about medium. I have it on 7 right here.
Okay.
And then for the beans, I do have this on 7 as well. We're going to turn this up a little bit more so it can just start
because that
getting cooking a little bit.
that cooktop will get you.
Yeah.
Seven is like a high.
Yeah, that is. It is. That's why you want to make sure that, you go ahead and make sure everything is still watching it, and you want to make sure that everything is getting cooked. Because, like I said, you don't want nothing to have to be burnt, okay? You don't want nothing to be burnt. And
You'll hear about it over time.
Talking about exactly. So actually, while we're talking about this too, look at this, Dan. Look how that's good that's turning out.
Oh wow.
Yes. So halfway through, you want to shake it up a little bit. Shake it up a little bit, and for all my ones here, now you can't say it's getting burned. now nobody can say it's getting burnt. Okay. So we're gonna put that up in there. Yeah, and we're gonna let that finish cooking, okay? So for the beans, you don't have to do too much of it. You really only need to put about some cumin in there, some black pepper, and I'll say a little bit of salt and pepper too.
All right,
Okay.
here it goes. Here it goes. I like this formatting here. We changed it up a bit. It just goes right over to the stove, and there it is. There it goes. So the one thing about the media business is after college, you got to stick with it.
Yes.
Because it is very difficult to continue to stay engaged in shooting video and doing the podcasts when it's not required by the college professor or the internship or what have you. And that's what's fun about a project like this is all of us that love the media business can come in and do some projects and do some broadcasts and stay in it. Sometimes I've heard this, that right out of college, the dream media job doesn't just fall in your lap.
It doesn't.
So you got to do some other things and stay in the media business.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of a challenge, isn't it?
And I feel like it's definitely 100 a big of a challenge, because I think what a lot of people have to understand too is that now that you're out of college, you're in your adulthood. You know that? You're in your adulthood. So it's important that you find a work-life balance. So you have to still make sure if media is something that you're really, really serious about, you have to be able to at least start some kind of side project. Start looking into, different organizations you can work with, or start some stuff of your own. I started my own podcast, just to stay in there and making those connections. One of the biggest things that I always tell people, your network and your connections is what's going to help you the most.
Oh, absolutely. This is good advice. And someday you'll be back at the University of Akron speaking. Yes. All the students, that it could happen. When they see you on lunch at the Loft, that'll elevate your career. That's what's going to do it. This is the breakthrough moment right here. Speaking of breakthrough moment, we're up against the clock. We have to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back. And when we come back, what do we have?
We're going to cut these avocados up, and then also we're going to make a special sauce for the taco salad, okay?
That is a great tease. You do not want to miss it. Stay with us. We've got a great program continuing here on Lunch at the Loft. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Lunch at the Loft, and now it's time for the avocado, not the avocado. Somebody came on this show and called them avocados, and boy, they got ripped. They were made fun of.
Okay,
and I said, "There's no making fun of anybody on this show. This is a a very welcoming kind of play." Oh, he's gonna adjust the camera so we can see the avocado in action. I'll even move some of this just over a little bit so we can see the shot. Look at that. Now, these are also very healthy. It's a vegetable.
Yes, it's 100%. And what's
green. Anything green is healthy.
So first, of course, what I'm pretty sure everybody can see, we are using this to make our guacamole. So, nobody was scared on that. We are using this to make our avocado. What I call it? Avocado. So you say it's called avocado. Am I avocado? Avocado?
Oh, you are. I was saying because somebody was making fun of me because I'm the one. I call it. One time I went on there and I said avocado, and somebody said, why are you saying avocado?
Yeah.
I got roasted pretty good on that one.
Look at that.
Wow, you're good.
Yeah.
Right out of there. Yeah. Okay. You did work in one of those restaurants you ever go where you get the guacamole and they just make it right fresh in front of you?
Yep.
What an experience that is.
Do we have another spoon in there?
Oh, of course. I have an endless supply.
Perfect.
You can have the whole, yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead.
We do have a pretty stocked kitchen. We are in, of course, WAOH World Headquarters here in the Canal Place complex, which was the B.F. Goodrich Company. So, of course, they used to make tires here in this building. So, yeah,
Okay.
which explains why our freight elevator never works. Because it's 100 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an issue.
yeah. But this is a beautiful studio, everybody.
Oh, I love it. Well, yeah, once you're up here, it's getting up here is a bit of a challenge.
Yes, if you are in the Akron area, Akron or Cleveland area, if you are up here, I will 100% recommend coming to visit the studio.
We would love to have. We have a studio audience today. We would love to have visitors here at WAOH. You just go to WAOH.tv and send us a note right there on the contact form.
Oh, well, don't want that to get in there, right?
No, there it is. Let's see how our overhead cam is doing. Oh, I see us over there. Let's do this. I'm going to move you.
There you go.
So I'm going to move you. I'm going to have you right here. There. And that's the sweet spot. And over to the left a little. And then this will be, then the overhead cam. Oh, there it is. There, you can see the shot right there. That's the way to do it.
That's beautiful.
It's all about, the fun of television production. I think this is what those ZTV students, when they come up here, they're going to just be so impressed. I'm sure a couple have already come up for tours.
Oh, wow.
We're even thinking about having music night, Friday night music night.
And you know what?
And doing right over there on that music stage on the far end of the studio.
I think this one avocado might be okay for right now.
Oh, just one?
Yeah, so we're going to put...
But you want to bring it back to the cooking. See, I like to just yammer on about all kinds of things, television and Akron.
See, Brandon forgot that I was actually...
You are keeping us on track, on task.
Yes.
Keeping us focused on the task at hand here, which is making lunch.
And this is actually proving my, what they call it, the multitasking.
Your ability to... Because I'm deliberately trying to distract you with randomly stuff, telling you about things at WAOH.
He is deliberate. He's trying to distract me. But it is not working because we are going to make it...
Staying focused, everybody. He's staying focused. So this is the lime juice.
Yes, this is the lime juice, everyone. So, you want to put a little lime juice in there.
Now, what is your favorite cocktail that you would make that uses lime juice? There's a number of cocktails where lime juice can be used.
Okay, so for one, everybody needs to know that this lime juice and the lime juice that you get in your drinks are two different lime juices.
I've learned yet another thing, because when the crew came in with that, I thought, we could have that for the bar.
They're done.
Oh, what do we got?
They're done. The sweet potatoes are now done. We're going to go.
There it is.
Check on that in just one moment.
I'm just glad it wasn't the fire alarm. That's you see, they got the sprinklers in here. In case the fire department is watching, we do have fire extinguishers and a sprinkler system. And there's no gas in the building, so it's all electric. They won't let us have gas up here for some reason, probably because we'd blow the place up. Yeah. You're not allowed to grill indoor also. Against the rules. No grilling in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not that I have a little propane grill over there. In the middle of winter, I make the steaks indoors. You got to open up these big windows, and then you just do it real quick before the sprinkler system goes off. We should not be saying this on the air.
You know what?
We should not be
talking about that. It's okay, because I feel like everyone is really appreciative to this information,
And the smoke comes out the side, kind of like when you're driving by Burger King at lunch.
Yeah.
They do that on purpose.
They do.
You will drive by a Burger King, and you smell that come out, you're like, I got to have a Whopper.
Yeah, so everyone, what I'm doing right now, I'm just
He's bringing us back on task here. So he's doing.
So I'm kind of just mashing it up. Now, you will get some avocados that are, a little harder to smash and do that. But, you want to take your time to really just mash it up and cut them up like that.
Could almost sit in. You wouldn't want to use something like this. No, you wouldn't want to do that. Could you imagine? If that's the meat beater. And I think.
Let me just explain something to everyone, though. If you were to have an actual masher, so we even use at the bar, we have an actual masher. We mash up the limes, we mash up the lemons that we put in some people's drinks. It's called a muddle. So you have like a muddler.
Oh yeah, for like he makes the mojitos.
Yes.
Oh gosh, getting back to the lime juice though, the bar lime juice is different.
Yes,
and it's from a different supplier. It's just the consistency of it maybe is different.
Yeah. So I don't want nobody trying to put actual lime juice inside of their drinks. Okay. It's not going to be good.
Not going to be good. Well, that's noted. All right. Will we be using the Pico de Gallo?
So, all right. When I actually did even forget about this myself. So we have the canned version of the Pico de Gallo. Okay. So we are going to open this up. Is my hands a little too slippery?
Do I get to do it?
You get to
I get to help. I get to do something. All right.
And while
there it is.
I am actually going to stir this over here. Look at this. It's just
We have to use all the overhead cams. I don't know if you could tell, we're very excited about the overhead cameras on this show. We love our overhead cameras. That's why he's talking about them.
This is actually coming out so perfect, everyone. This ground turkey is actually done. We just going to go ahead and put it on the low so it can just go ahead and
just as the tip, you just keep it on low until you're ready for everything else.
Yeah.
And your beans are going good over there?
Yes, the beans are actually done as well.
Oh my gosh, we are making tremendous progress. By we, I mean you doing all the work.
When you have stuff that's actually done, you want to take it off of the heat, especially for your beans. So for your beans, everyone, you want to make sure that you take it off of the portion that was hot, just so you know it doesn't burn or stick to the pan. Your ground turkey is pretty okay with staying just on the warm simmer. Just make sure you turn it on very, very low, just because it has water in there. And of course, I had buttered up the pan, so you have to worry about the sticking, okay? All right, everyone. Now, you got that open for me, Dan?
Got that? I see. I helped. I did something.
Yes, you did.
I helped. I wonder if this would smash your avocado. There you go. That couldn't be a masher.
Yeah.
Every time, I don't know, you get creative in the kitchen.
The meat beater that you have brought over, that actually would be a nice smasher if you do. You know, you got to improvise.
I think you'd have to have the avocado right here and not, because you wouldn't want to do it in the hole.
You didn't want to do it in that, but
that's sort of damage.
That you would want to do towards,
every time we do one of these, I add one more thing to the list of things we need in this kitchen. You know what's coming next? The air fryer.
Oh, the air fryer.
That's a great thing you have.
Actually, let's just take a look. Oh, damn.
Look. Oh, my gosh.
Look at this. Everyone.
Oh, my gosh. We got to get an air fryer. So he brought his own air fryer today.
I brought
so you sponsored the air fryer.
I had to ask Dan. I said, Dan, do you have an air fryer?
We don't have one. We have all this whole kitchen with everything ever made. But all right. So then what we'll need is a recommendation for an air fryer.
Yeah.
We'll throw that out to the audience. Give us the tips and tricks for the shopping for the air fryer. Name the best one and we'll go buy it. There we go. So really, where it's coming down to the wire here. I mean, you got
the only thing we have to do now, people, is after this guac is going ahead and smashed up and more mixed in together, the only thing we have to do is just make the sauce, make the special sauce.
Okay,
cut.
It's also all open things. So this might have one of those. Or I'll do it on that. So that what they need to see is how to open sour cream. That part I know how to do. That could be my contribution. I know how to open sour cream. I do. I know how to do that. I was a little confused when I saw this on the grocery list.
Yeah. So let me tell you, Dan, you opened the sour cream, but the sour cream is not going in for the sauce.
Oh.
No. You got plain Greek yogurt for the sauce. We got the honey for the sauce, and we got the taco sauce.
I was really confused. I saw the grocery list come over, and I saw the Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay.
Now,
that's cool.
So what everyone wants to know that really wants to try their health journey, people say that you can use plain Greek yogurt as a replacement for sour cream.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, me personally, I love sour cream. So I don't know if I can give up on the sour cream for the Greek yogurt. I don't know. But we are about to see how this turns out and how Dan feels about the sauce.
But your recipe here, it both are involved. Yeah. There's sour cream and the Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
Okay. But again, this is not for the sauce.
That's not for the sauce. That's honestly just the little topping that you put up.
Of course. So there have been times when we've done lunch at the Loft where after everything is done, I have suggested things that I shouldn't have, like, oh, should we add some cheese? Anybody want some cheese on top? And then everybody looked at me and said, oh, that's offensive to the chef or the guest cook that says, well, you shouldn't need anything.
Now, I will say this, though. I did make a mistake, everyone, and forget to tell Dan to get shredded cheese. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. You have some.
Oh, yeah. Is it cheddar?
Yeah.
Oh, then we're set.
Oh, we're set.
Yes.
We're set.
All right. I just happen to have some. Now that I said that, I opened the refrigerator and it won't be there. Then we'll be in.
Then we'll be, if Dan is, we're gonna take it back on Dan because he has some.
That's right. Now, do I know how to open the honey? This is we're not getting along here to me and this honey.
Yeah. You want me to get it?
I think I'm so angry with it right now. I'm just gonna. This is me being angry. This is
you see how this is like that. Dan, you see how the guacamole getting it together. It's with the tires. Yep, the pico of the mile. There it is.
Nice. So really, just cutting up the lettuce and You got this all. You had a 3-ring circus going. You were multitasking and keeping us focused as I was trying to distract you with my questions.
Now, Dan, if you could do me one favor and getting another bowl. So
Okay.
put in
There it is.
Yes.
I think we have one in where it belongs. There it is. Another bowl.
Perfect. So what we're going to do then, right after I get done with this, I'm going to mix in the Greek yogurt. I'm going to mix in the taco sauce, and I'm going to mix in the honey. And then we're going to stir that all together. And then you want to do this, actually, you could finish mixing this, and I could actually start on the sauce.
You do that? All right. I get to do some mixing. I got to do some more.
So we are going to cut the lettuce last just because it's lettuce, everybody. You don't really need time to cut lettuce, okay? You can get another spoon.
Let's see if I can.
Yes, then.
Maybe I'll. There we go. Look at this. I got a job to do.
Yes,
I'll cut them up a little more.
Another spoon before you
before I destroy the whole thing.
Before you destroy the
All right, here we go.
phone. Perfect. All right, everyone. So we're gonna put this plain Greek yogurt in here. Okay, we're about 2, 3.
Oh, it's getting wild here.
Yep.
All right.
All right, perfect. That's enough.
Okay. There it is. It's on the live broadcast. I helped. I did it. I contributed something other than
He contributed.
opening containers.
All right, now we're gonna get this honey. Okay, let me make sure everyone can see
This yogurt, honey.
I know. It's combinations you would never think of, right?
Yeah.
It's combinations you would never think of. Okay.
And the taco sauce.
And then taco sauce.
All right.
Yes. Oh, there we go.
Did
it. There we go. Almost getting it. Okay, got it down. Almost.
It's going to be an entry.
It's going to be an entry.
It's going to happen.
Yep.
All right.
My nails ain't the best, sure. Oh, first, anyway, we got to shake it.
That makes sense. Want to shake it up.
Yep.
All right.
Want to shake it up. All right. Oh, my hands.
Our studio audience is arriving. You going to be the studio audience for the final segment? We're getting really close for Feed My Crew. You guys get to be the crew again.
All right. There we go. All right, perfect.
All right, what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to reset a few things. We're going to welcome our new studio audience members that have come in to the just in time. You know, it's almost funny how that works, isn't it? It's like they knew. They timed it. Like, when's that food going to be done?
Yeah.
We have people like that. And we'll go to commercial. We're going to come back, reset everything, make sure we got it. We'll be back with more right here. Dayvion, Lunch at the Loft, making the delicious lunch. We'll see you back here in just 1 second. Welcome back to Lunch at the Loft. We are having a great time. Of course, Dayvion, our guest today, who spent some time with WAOH while he was in his senior year at the University of Akron. Go Zips. There you go. Graduated with a degree in media, completed college. You know, I saw the Facebook pictures and all that, and you're holding up everybody holds up the diploma and does all that stuff, and cap and gown, and you look very tall in those pictures.
And I'm so short in person, right?
Yeah, right. You look taller than everybody else in the picture. That's great. So we are, and by we I mean you, making food here. Describe again. Bring us home with what you're making.
Yes. So again, we are making a sweet potato taco salad. Wait, Dan, did you ever come up with the name?
I did not. I have failed. I was so busy doing all the work of opening all your containers, and I did bring the cheese though. I do have. I brought some cheese.
Let's just call it the healthy salad. The healthy taco.
Healthy taco salad.
Healthy taco. Okay. Here, I'll put that lettuce on the side right there. And for all my listeners, yes, I did rinse off the lettuce, and yes, I did rewash my hands. So
in case the health department inspector is right outside the door and is going to question you or me, I think I'd be the one that have fun.
Yeah, you
just,
I would just, you
say I'm just a guest here. I'm a guest. I didn't really know it's not responsible for the legality of this operation.
So everyone, yes. So now we can go ahead, since it's been cooked out, we can put it in the air fryer.
Okay.
just so we can,
The parchment paper
The parchment
really saves us here.
saves us. If you don't have parchment paper, you can use foil. Trust me, I was scared in the beginning before, but I used foil by myself at home on the air fryer. Nothing happened. It works perfectly fine. But if you do have parchment paper, get some parchment paper. I love it. It's perfect.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna put that.
We're going to get an air fryer. Did we mention that already? The WAOH studio needs an air fryer.
Yeah.
It's funny when you ask me if we have one, and I'm looking at 8,000 appliances we have throughout the storage and all the prop storage area. All right, so this is it buffet style in a way that you prepare everything here and then you plate it. I won't even ask. I'll just let you do it.
You're just gonna let me do it? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I think it's my bartender service skills kicking in. I'm just used to it, you know? I'm just used to serving people.
Oh, yeah. Do people ever get frustrated when there's a line at the bar? And like they give them standing there, how do you decide who to go to first? Is it the one that's giving you the dirtiest look, or the one, that one trick where you hold out somebody's holding a $50 bill, so you're looking going, well, that guy's got a $50 bill, but this guy over here's got a $100 bill, so I'm going over here. So, that's not how it works.
I'm actually a very fair bartender. I'll get to whoever was there first, okay?
You have the peripheral vision and the ability to keep track. It's easy to get flustered. And if you get overwhelmed, if you're in a rush,
you know what? That's why it's not for everyone. I will say that.
Yeah.
Bartending is not for everyone, okay? Being a mixologist in general is not for everyone. But you have to know how to be able to, tame yourself in those kind of situations,
And you can't drink on the job.
Yeah,
you cannot do it because you're not going to be if somebody buys you a shot at 8 o'clock at night and another one and then you're working till 2 a.m.
Yeah,
you gotta keep it together.
Yeah. I will say this though, if you do happen to be able to accept the drink or something, don't go past your limit. Know your limit, folks. Know your limit. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
There was the lecture on drinking. But in all the times we've worked together and the time I've known you, you're not that much of a drinker, which is probably a good candidate for a bartender. Is somebody that isn't really going to do a lot of drinking. That's a good thing.
I would say yes. I'm very much not too much. I'm more of my wine and just like to sit. Yeah.
Really? What do you know?
I'm an old 23-year-old, y'all. I'm an old 23-year-old.
Oh my gosh. Well, let me just on that topic. Let me show you. We have done some wine sampling here, and since you brought up wine, since you mentioned it, I'm just going to plug this. The Z. Alexander Brown. Now, I like it, especially in the colder months of the year. I don't drink as much red wine in the summer, but in the fall and winter, I like the Cabernet. And the Z. Alexander Brown is one of my favorites. And of course, there's no drinking at work.
Yeah.
We would never be drinking here at lunch at the Loft, certainly.
While the camera is on.
While the camera is on, absolutely not. Now, the TikTok audience, they might hear something different during the commercial break, but that's just between you and me and the 100,000 people you have watching here on TikTok. But the Z. Alexander Brown Cabernet is absolutely wonderful. And only $14.99. I mean, I shouldn't say only, but that's some money. But there it is. Lunch at the Loft, now we're talking wine.
Yeah. That's how it goes,
And I've completely distracted you from what we've done. So this is more than this could feed 2 or 3 or 4 people.
Oh yeah,
this is for sure.
I mean, depending on how you eat it, because me myself, this will feed me.
Okay, there it is. But you still do some running. You did cross country in high school.
Yes, I did track. I was actually the captain of the shot put discus team and also the 400 and mile one. When I got to my senior year, I started to the captain of the cross country team. So
wow. And if we visited Shaw High School, we would see you in the Athletic Hall of Fame. Do they have that? Will they have like your picture on the wall?
I would say this. High schools tend to only prioritize the football and basketball.
Okay. You weren't going to do football. You like the cross country.
In middle school. I did football in middle school, but track, cross country, that's my passion. I still to this day go out on runs on my Saturday.
Just like LeBron, you didn't want to let football ruin your career.
I didn't want to let
LeBron played here at St. Vincent St. Mary High School right here. I can almost see it from our studio. Of course, he played his freshman year, like 1 year, and that would have been in the year 2000, the 99-2000 school year maybe. And they came out and said, no, we're not going to let him get injured But the same thing, you didn't want to just give up your career for an injury. A football injury can be debilitating.
It can.
Yeah.
It can. I know a lot of people that done got injured, off of football and like that, but then I know some people that done stuck with it. Hence why when I was in ZTB, my main target was to always interview the athletes. I have athletes even a part of my fraternity.
Yeah.
Talk to them about theirs.
But more than just the football to play. You cover all the sports.
I covered all the sports from the football to basketball to the women's basketball. I feel like women's basketball don't get enough credit.
Oh, so yeah. Yeah, that's good that we cover them, absolutely. And then now I've distracted you from what you're doing. I did it to you again. Take us through all these ingredients and why did we have the sweet potatoes as the base, and then the turkey, and then the beans? What did we do here?
Sure. So you want to have your sweet potato as the base because for one, it's the base. So if you was making a
all about the base
salad, it's all about the base. If you were making a regular taco salad, what would you have in your base? You would have the chips at the base. Or if you still want to do another healthy taco salad, there is another one that you can do without sweet potatoes. And your salad is just the lettuce. That's just your base. And you put the meat on top of that. So basically, it's kind of like a reverse. But, the base can be basically whatever it is. Then on top, of course, you want to have the ground turkey because that's where the meat is at. Then you want to go over and put the beans. So honestly, in the best ways to put it, you want to start from the heaviest and work your way up to the lightest. Because what do we have now? We have one over to the cheese, then we went over to the lettuce, and now we are putting the sauces.
Okay, and then there it is with the avocado.
Yes,
Jerry, razzing me for saying avocado. I did one time. Never hear the end of it. This is spectacular. So you could eat the whole plate.
Oh, I could eat.
You could eat the whole plate. Now, what did you have for breakfast today? Or did you skip breakfast?
I had a Pop-Tart.
Okay.
I had a Pop-Tart.
That's why you could eat the whole thing. You had a Pop-Tart for breakfast.
I had a Pop-Tart.
Okay.
Now, what am I for? The sour cream, everyone.
The sour at the very end.
Cream. You gotta have sour cream at the very end. And I'm not going to put what I will regularly put. Let me get another spoon there, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to put what I will regularly put for my amount of sour cream because I feel like the viewers will really talk about me, okay?
They'd say cut back on the sour cream.
They cut back on the sour cream. So I'm going to be very sour cream responsible.
They wanted to have a little intervention. They wanted to talk to you in the hallway about your use of the sour cream.
You know what? My friends actually did have an intervention.
They said this is too much sour cream.
Is this too much sour cream? Why are you? They say why am I going through a tub like this within an hour?
That's how much they love you and care about you. They were willing to just come out and say, listen, cut it, the sour cream.
Cut it out.
Okay. All right. So this is visually fantastic.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked a little bit about our overhead cameras, but we really have to get these into position so that our spectacular director can cut to those and show you. This is a work of art.
Thank you.
It looks delicious. It smells delicious. If only we had the technology to broadcast the smell from Lunch at the Loft, you have outdone yourself.
I feel like in a couple more years, we might have the
smell candy. We need to have that technology. The TV could just send
press a button and be like, I want to smell that. And then you just smell it.
Now, Matt Zorns, with your permission, I know it's my show and I can do what I want, but I'm going to go to you as the director and say, could we just go right into Feed My Crew without a commercial break? I just want to check with the sponsors and make sure that's okay. Matt Zorns? Okay, he's given me permission. If we're ready.
We're ready.
Now, who wants to be we can pick, we have a huge studio audience here, obviously, with this massive studio we have. We have a studio audience, and maybe you would want to introduce your guest from Cleveland State, all the way from the big city up north.
Of course.
You get to join us on the set. And
who is also helping me with my own project and helping me with, just getting the angles right so I could even put this on my space.
You're going to need somebody to manage this all 100,000 of these followers on TikTok, your career I can hear your career just taking off. Matt Zorns, you guys want to join us? Come on. Matt Mosier. So Matt Zorns has to be Matt Zorns because when my son is here in the studio, which he always shows up for the cooking shows. It's the funniest thing. He just knows. And of course, he works in the studio and helps with all kinds of stuff. All right. Everybody gather around. You got the reaction microphone is on. All right. You get to be in the middle. And we have enough forks and plates for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How do we serve it up? Why don't you show us how to serve it up?
So for one, I want everyone to just, take a bite of it. Just grab the fork, take a little bite of it from it.
Oh, just do it like this. Is this okay? Can I just? I'm not shy. Clearly, I'm not shy at the buffet. I am not shy at the buffet.
You gotta mix it together, everyone.
Have you ever been to the Golden Corral?
Yes.
The Golden Trough.
Let me
Okay.
a little bit.
I think I just took all the sour cream.
Just a little bit. Yeah, let me help you out a little bit, okay? Here.
Yes. Okay. Okay, then. This is how we do it right here.
Right there.
All right, Matt Zorns. You're going to get that.
There it is.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to get Kurt in there with another fork. Oh, yeah. There. You got a fork? Okay.
Perfect.
Matt, grab me another little plate out of there.
Oh, this is good.
Otherwise, I'll be eating. If I start in on this plate.
You got plates?
Oh, in the dishwasher. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to find out.
Got it?
Oh, yeah, they are. They are. Because somebody did the dishes. There we go.
Yes.
You know what? I do it all around here. I host shows. I rig overhead cameras.
Yeah.
You heard? Oh, you heard enough of the overhead cameras?
I love the overhead cameras. All right, everyone.
All right. We have our guest in the shot. Everybody's in. You're in the shot. All right. Here it is. The Feed My Crew.
Yeah.
Lunch at the Loft.
That's the
Best show idea ever.
It really.
The #1 cooking show in Akron.
Can you imagine interviewing people while they cook for you?
Oh my gosh.
The potatoes are great.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Those potatoes make it. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Bomb. Really tastes the sour cream.
Good. That's the whole goal, you guys.
That's it. Clearly successful.
Yeah.
Way to go. I can feel getting healthier right now.
Yeah.
That's I do have a bit of a sour cream problem,
Uh-huh.
but we're going to address that with counseling later.
Yep.
Speaking of needing counseling, thank you for staying with us through this show. We have had an absolute blast. We love our audience. Of course, follow us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, do all of those things so that we can continue to invite wonderful guests like Dayvion coming in cooking for us. What a great idea.
Yeah.
Show of the year. This is great. Yeah, glad you could be here.
Thank you so much.
And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.